Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today we're going to be breaking down this 10-game NBA slate. Finally another big slate. Yesterday was only a 2-gamer. Got both of them wrong. Not going to go over all that. The games weren't as close as we would hope they would be and didn't work out. But we got a huge slate today. Lots of value. I think we have like 7 picks that are above the 4.0 point that we love to go after. So it's actually going to be quite a good slate to go over, and I'm ready to break it down. But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, trying to grow it as much as we can. See if we can hit 250 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you guys are not subscribed, just go ahead and check down there and hit that red button. And let's get into it. We're going to start off with the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers, minus 190 for the Sixers, plus 165 for the Boston Celtics. You got a spread of 5 in this one. Jason Tatum is still out for the Boston Celtics in this one. Mike Scott is also out for the Philadelphia 76ers, but that really shouldn't do as much. Other than that, everybody is active, so should be a solid game. And we have the model taking the Philadelphia 76ers to win by 12 points. So grabbing the Sixers minus 5 is going to be a 7-point value play, second best on the day. So Philadelphia 76ers minus 5 is the pick for that game. Next up, we got the Brooklyn Cyclones. Wow, that is a lower minor league baseball. Brooklyn Nets taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Minus 505 for the Nets, plus 400 for the Cavaliers, and you got a spread of 10. Colin Sexton is questionable. Garland is questionable, and Kevin Love is still out for this Cleveland Cavaliers. Everybody healthy for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll have Kyrie Irving. They'll have James Harden and Kevin Durant. So this super team is really starting to come together. And the model does have the Brooklyn Nets winning by 7.4 points. So taking the Cavs plus 10 is the bet on this one. It is the worst valued bet on the slate, though. So keep that in mind. It's only a 2.6 value. So that's a lean at best for us. Not really too interested in going after this game in general because the value is just so low. Next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Indiana Pacers. Minus 120 for the Mavs, plus 100 for the Pacers. A spread of 1. Caris LeVert is out for the year. I think, what was it? He had something ruptured on his kidney, so he is out indefinitely for the rest of the year. Miles Turner is also going to most likely be out. I think, what was he? A hand injury. Okay. TJ Warren is still out, and Hardaway Jr. is questionable for this one. The model has the Dallas Mavericks winning this game by 6.9 points. So going ahead and grabbing the Dallas Mavericks minus 1 is the play for this one. Creates a 5.9 value, which is going to be the 4th best on this slate. So good value on this one. Dallas Mavericks minus 1 if you want to grab the money line as well. Not hating a minus 120. Next up, we got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Atlanta Hawks. For this one, you can get the Hawks at a minus 198. You can get the Pistons at a plus 173, a spread of 5. Trae Young is questionable, and so is Hunter. So keep that in mind. Look at the reports before the game starts. Other than that, all the starters should be active for both sides. And the model has the Atlanta Hawks winning by 1 point. So taking the Detroit Pistons at a +5 is going to be the way that we're going to be bet this one. It creates a 4-point value, which is going to be our bottom. It's going to be our borderline pick for a bet. So Detroit Pistons +5 with a 4 value is the way that we are betting this game. Next up, we got the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors. Jimmy Butler remains out for the Miami Heat with COVID-19 protocols, so he should be out for a little bit longer. Tyler Herro is also questionable with a neck injury. Other than that, all the other starters should be good. You can get to the Toronto Raptors at a -173, Miami Heat at a +153 with a 4-point spread on this one. And in this one, we do have the Miami Heat winning by 2.9 points, even with Jimmy Butler out. So that creates a 6.9 value. It's going to be the third best on the slate, and I don't mind it. Should be a pretty close game, so taking the Heat +4 is going to be the way to go. Next up, we have the Orlando Magic taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Karl-Anthony Towns is out with COVID, so he's not going to be playing. I think that's pretty explanatory. Other than that, Ricky Rubio is out and Evan Fournier is questionable. Hernan Gomez and Michael Carter-Williams still remain out. And for this one, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves actually winning this game by 3.3. So taking them at the +3.5 will create a 6.8 value. Another solid play for this one. If you wanted to grab them at the money line +145, that's a 3.3 value. Not going to hate it for this one, so if you want to, I'm going to go ahead and mark that one as well. Taking the Timberwolves +3.5 points in this game. Next up, we got the Phoenix Suns taking on the Houston Rockets. John Wall remains out for this one, so does House. So other than that, all the other starters should be active. You can get the Phoenix Suns at a -220. You can get the Houston Rockets at a +190. 5.5 point spread on this one. And we do have the Phoenix Suns winning this one by 10.4 points. So taking the -5.5 will be a 4.9 value. It's going to be one of the lower value ones that we're officially betting on the slate, which shows how much value there is tonight. Should be a good night. So, but a lot of value. -5.5 for the Phoenix Suns. Next up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies and the Portland Trail Blazers. Start of the 10 o'clock games. CJ McCollum will remain out for the Portland Trail Blazers. Valanciunas and Jackson will also remain out. Other than that, everybody else should be good. This one is going to be, we're going to have the Memphis Grizzlies winning this one by 2.4 points. You can get this one's essentially a toss-up, so -114 for the Blazers, -106 for the Grizzlies, +1 on the money line. But yeah, Memphis Grizzlies +1. It will create a 3.4 value, so this one's a lean. Not betting. I'm not personally going to be betting this game. Not enough value, and there's 6 other games of better value. 7 other games with better value that we are actually betting on. So taking the Memphis Grizzlies would be a lean for me, unless the value shifts more into the Memphis Grizzlies' favor. Other than that, not going to be too interested in betting this one. Next up, we got the Sacramento Kings taking on the LA Clippers. Looks like everybody is active. Bagley is questionable, but you can get to the Clippers at a -570. You can get the Kings at a +450. 10.5 point spread for this one. And this one's going to be another lean because it does have the Clippers winning by 7.1 points, which would want to grab the Kings at +10.5. And it is a 3.4 value, so same as the Memphis game. once again, going to be a lean, not really 100% interested in going after that game. Last game on the slate is the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. Andrew Wiggins is questionable for the Warriors. Derek White for the Spurs is out. Other than that, everybody should be active. And this one's actually going to be the best value on the day. At a 7.8 value, we have the San Antonio Spurs winning this game by 6.3 points. So grabbing them at the plus 1.5 and at the minus 105. 100% going to be the way to go. 7.8 value on the Spurs and 6.3 on the money line. So 100% great picks for this one. San Antonio Spurs, favorite play on the slate. That's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. All of our picks are right there if you wanted to pause the video. The only thing that is different is that Spurs are plus 1.5 now. And what else? 76ers are plus 5. Other than that, all of them should be identical. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. All of our other sports are right that side. Wow, I can't figure out the camera. NBA, college basketball, college football, NFL, MLB, esports, WNBA, NHL, UFC, all of it's coming to you. So if you guys are interested in any of that, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And that's going to do it for the video. And until next time, let's make some money.